we went through the problem-solving steps on the front. Now, what is the name of the stage of clay we're building in?
Plastic.
Plastic. That's the first blank on the back. There you go. Make sure you put that in there. And now I'm going to do a quick review of rolling a slab. So we have that. I can't right now. Alright, got some clay here. Now, I want some kind of mature clay, kind of fresh, kind of in the middle. It can be a little more mature, that's fine. But I'm going to take, remember, chunks of clay, put it on the canvas. There's not many notes. I can help you after. There's not many notes. I can help you after, so you can continue videotaping. All right, now, as I put these on the canvas, I'm making, ooh, a little hard piece. I'm making a strip of clay because I'm going to wrap it around a cylinder, right? So before, when you did your boxes, you wanted this giant piece of clay. I don't need a giant piece of clay, but it's really helpful when making a slab to think about what that slab needs to become, so you know the shape you're gonna make, and therefore it's much more efficient and you don't waste a lot of time and dry clay in making it this way. So I know I need sort of a long, thin piece. And what's the measurement? I want to pound it out to be about how thick? I heard it, what? 46. The 46 is the tall. How thick should this be before I put in the slab roller? We're gonna, yeah, that's true. We did our last one about a finger thick. We can start about an inch thick. So before we roll it, we're gonna start with it about an inch thick. And this, for 1 cup, is probably enough. So I have my slab blob ready. I don't need it huge because remember my cup's gonna be about 4 to 6 inches. I have these cups, sort of a set. I kind of experimented with them. I didn't keep them together. I use them, I love them, but you know, this one fell. Somehow this one developed a crack because I use it so much as old. But they all have a similar shape, a similar size, similar colors, but they're not exactly alike. So if I'm doing a series or if I'm doing a set, I'm playing with things like color, size, shape, texture. Some should stay the same, some should stay different if I want it to be not exact, but I want them to be similar. So as I'm working with trying to figure out, you know, what I'm going to keep alike or what different, I can experiment with different things or kind of look at what's different there. Now, there's something else with these. I don't remember. We'll come back to it. But just to give you an idea of some that go together as a series. So, oh yes, that was it. I know it's going to be about the same height. I'm going to redo them because I use them often and it makes me sad that they're gone. I like these because they're thin. If you want to be able to feel the heat of your drink, your coffee or your hot chocolate, a thinner cup, you can kind of feel it a little better. So that can be a nice thing. I like it tall so I can put both my cold hands on it because I always have cold hands in the morning and I can do that. You can change your size. Question back there? You're just commenting on how nice the warm is? Yeah. All right, so I head over to the slab roller. Now, I'm going to set it a little bit taller, or a little higher, I guess I should say, on the gear, so a little above 1/4 inch, because this has got a little bit of leeway to it, and I do want to go pretty thin. A typical mug, your 1/4 inch thickness is good. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to roll it through. Oh. Must have gone really quick. Yes, that's good. All right, good enough. I take my slab. Now, to make a good slab takes you a few minutes. If you spend the entire period looting and rolling a slab, I know you're not working very hard. This should be quick. This part definitely, because we don't have a lot of time left in the semester, should be quick. I have it T-squared here, telling me with my measuring. I'm going to cut 3 sides of the clay. Only 3, because when students cut all 4, they tend to cut off too much at the end. So I'm going to protect the side of clay that I want to keep, move this as far to the end as I can, and still get a tall enough section. And then this piece hangs down, so it gives me a real nice edge there. I'm going to protect this part, line it up, take away the extra. I'm making a nice straight cut. I'm going to go down here and do this again. What stage is this clay in again? Plastic, excellent. Plastic clay. Now, as you do this, especially because you're second period and someone's just been in here using these canvases, If the clay sticks to the canvas, don't just rip it up and in frustration. Like, it's okay. There's things you can do. Call me over, or as you're rolling it, you can slide the knife underneath. I'll show you that in just a minute. Now I'm going to take my tube. What's this thing called in this clay world?
Cylinder?
It's a cylinder, but it's acting as something inside my clay.
Armature.
What is it?
Armature.
Armature. Fabulous. I'm taking my armature. And anybody, what would happen if I just took this plastic thing and wrapped clay around it? Any ideas? Is it going to work real well? What's it going to do?
Crack.
It could. Is it tend to... It might stick. Yes. So I have for you, excuse me, I'm going to show you some magic today. Are you ready? Magic. Here it comes. Make sure you're doing all of it. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to take this, 2 sheets of newspaper. 2 is pretty good. 1's not enough. 3 is pretty good. No more than 3. I like 2. And I'm going to wrap it around this tube super tight. I got a bunch of tubes over there. They're different sizes and thicknesses. That didn't go tight. So you can make a wider mug or a narrower mug. That's up to you. But I make it super tight. And then I don't have tape. Oh, but wait. I have magic. I'm going to take the ends. And I'm going to tuck the ends in. And look. It sticks. So please don't. Thank you. Thank you. So please don't waste your time with the tape. You don't need it. I am going to now make sure this is straight. A lot of those cardboard tubes over there, you know, there was a time where I just took out a saw and went, and some of them aren't real straight. So if you hold it like this, unless you want a mug that's like that, make sure you flip it and find the side. All of them have a level side. So find the level side. You're going to take that flat end, Caitlin, please put that away. And you're going to put that flat end, that's nice and level, against the bottom of your slab. So I've cut 3 sides. One of the long sides is going to go here. I'm going to rest it on there right at the edge. I'm going to put the part that's tucked in on the bottom so I know that stays. And then I'm going to lift the whole canvas. I made a lovely edge. I don't want to mess it up. So I'm going to take the whole canvas and wrap it around the tube. And then I pull the canvas back. Come on, stay on the tube. And that way, typically more of it comes off. Now a little bit's ripping, it's fine, I can fix that. If it actually starts to rip, what I can do is take a fettling knife or my butter knife, whatever I've got, and kind of slide underneath here. And even if that surface gets messed up, I'm gonna fix it anyway, so it doesn't matter. So that way you know you have, it's gonna work out for you. Now as soon as it overlaps, just like with your teapot spouts, as soon as it overlaps, I'm gonna squish it down. I don't want a lot of extra. I want it to be the same thickness around throughout, so I get a nice even thickness to my mug. Wow, it's really ripping. Let's see if I can get this whole thing lifted first. All right, that's good enough. Good pause.
Good morning. This is Mr. Markey again. Just want to let everyone know that the sauce